Anytime the skin has a hole put in it, the virus can also get in.
It only takes one mistake.
You cannot just know that somebody's got it by looking at them. It's impossible to know.
You only have to share once.
There are things you can do to protect yourself.
The safest way for people when they're using drugs is probably not to use drugs at all.
If you are going to take drugs, try and use non-injecting methods of taking them.
Smoke it,
Drinking them,
snort it,
or, well, shelving them.
which is up the bum.
If you are going to inject, planning will help.
Always use new syringes, make sure all your equipment is clean, and make your own mix.
Well, first of all, if it was your first time taking drugs, I'd be telling them, I want mine and I want my own. I don't want to have to mix it up with everybody else's, so that you can do it yourself. And if you can't do it yourself, ask the person to do you first, then do themselves. Or if they've done themselves already, ask them to wash their hands and then do you. Most people who inject the first time don't inject themselves. They have somebody else inject them and then they learn how to do it. It happens more often than what anybody thinks. That is a high risk. You're having drugs with other people in the same room, in the same small space. You've got a very, very high chance of catching hepatitis C. If you're with a group of people and you're going to have drugs, there's usually things that can go wrong, like you'll all have your stuff ready and you'll all go to use out the same spoon. You end up with it. You end up with hepatitis C because there's blood in the spoon that nobody can see. It's always good to use your own water, and it's always good to use fresh bottled water. If not, just use it from the tap, but make sure it's fresh.
If you're gonna go get a tattoo, it's always important to have clean and new equipment.
When you get a tattoo, make sure you go to when you're in the shop, ask the guy, do you use clean needles every time and each time for every person? Do you change your inkwells each time for every person? And if he can't answer you straight, don't go there. Don't share personal hygiene items.
Toothbrushes,
Razors,
nail clippers,
tweezers.
and that's about it. To me, I wouldn't, trust is a big thing, and if I was to ever use now and went off with friends and asked them to get me a clean fit, I wouldn't trust them. Always have your own clean equipment, watch what they're doing, just be aware, and if someone's going to hit you up, or always make sure that their hands are washed or they're wearing gloves.
A lot of young people don't realise that when you have a partner, or even just friends, there's a big trust issue. When it comes to hepatitis C, you can't trust anybody because most people don't know that they have it. So therefore, they're not really giving it to you on purpose, they just don't know. You know, you trust your partner with your life, and when they're sick, you're sick. Well, when they've got hepatitis C, you don't have to have hepatitis C. Be clean, be safe.